Hi! Today is SpellForce because tomorrow I may be too busy to actually focus on it. And today I already done everything I was supposed to do. So if nothing new appears, we should have uninterrupted 3 hours. I was supposed to have 4 hours of uninterrupted play, but my laptop decided to die. Like, it was on. I was literally prepared 1 hour ago to start the stream, but everything was glitching, everything was slow, OBS didn't want to open, I had to restart, and it took a bit of time. So I barely made it now. Like I said, I really need to go to the service with this laptop, but I don't have time. Hello? Why is my mouse not mousing? Yeah, thank you. Tomorrow I will be doing more at work than I do today. Because apparently someone has a free day and I have to look at something in their place. Because I usually start streaming during my work when I have these shifts, then I need to... then I need to be focused.
Yes?
Just give the word.
I need help over here. Control. Need control. I'm preparing.
They killed one of our heroes.
Damn it! I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes.
What the fuck is happening here?
I need help over here.
Don't die on me, will you? We need
They
you.
killed one of our heroes.
Huh?
No, don't die on me, will you? We need you. Yes. All right, here goes nothing.
It will be bloody.
I understand.
Sure.
Wait a second.
Got it. What do we need?
They destroyed my tower!
Our smiths need more iron.
Ah, this is here.
Yes?
Whatever is necessary.
Where's my iron? Oh, another one.
So, what's the plan? Here we go.
Yes?
Yes.
You ready?
Get ready.
We're being attacked.
I'm injured. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Hey, where did those came from?
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Hey, 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 hey.
Here goes nothing. Get ready.
What the fuck is happening?
Our smiths need more iron.
Damn it! I need healing!
They killed one of our heroes.
Here we go. Get ready. All right, here goes nothing.
We're being attacked.
I need healing!
Our workers are under attack.
Okay, that explains this territory is theirs.
They won't stand a chance. I understand.
They built barracks here. I didn't even know.
Being attacked.
I'll make it quick. Whatever's necessary.
We're being attacked. Our smiths need more iron.
Good idea.
We need to take this territory when we still
We've
can.
expanded our borders.
Uh-huh. Fair enough. Let's do this.
Building completed. Our smiths need more iron.
Okay. We took all of this territory.
That should work. Commander?
Building completed.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work. This.
We're being attacked!
What's next?
We're being attacked!
Yes. I'll be swift.
Building completed.
Ah, here is iron mine.
Building completed. We're being attacked!
We'll make short work of them.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that was kind of intense.
We're being attacked!
They're being attacked trying to cross. Good! That's exactly what I want.
We're being attacked!
Just give the word. What? We stand ready. I'm only getting started.
Our workers are under attack.
You'll regret this.
You picked the
Oh.
wrong enemies.
Where did you come
Here we
from?
go.
Ah, there's several of them here. I should probably take them down.
Iron one up ahead. Be careful.
We are losing army.
All right.
Probably we should focus on
There's
this.
nothing. Get ready.
They killed one of our heroes.
I'm injured.
Is there anything you need? Good idea.
We're being attacked.
I need help over here.
I am ready.
You picked the wrong enemies.
I'm injured.
You read my mind.
They killed one of our heroes.
All right.
I want to know where do they get all this power from to create all of those annoying thingies.
Fair enough. Let's do this. Whatever's now. So, what's the plan?
Yes? Move! Commander,
We're being attacked. Our
Just give
workers
the
are
word.
under attack.
yes? We stand ready.
Would you like to push? Or change?
We're being attacked.
Just give the word.
You read my mind.
We're being attacked.
Okay, now the question. There is a territory here.
Expansion is the key to victory.
Whose is it?
Will do.
Another outpost
It will be
made by
bloody.
them.
All right, give me a second.
The
won't
outpost
stand
has
it.
been built. We've expanded our borders.
Mhm. Okay, where should we build protection for this outpost though? Here?
We're being attacked!
Yes?
We're being attacked!
So much to do, so little. Well then.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
That should work.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
Anything on your mind?
I'm injured. I'll do what's required. Understood.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
So much chop chop, man. So let's get to work.
They went too far into...
Alright then, let's get to it.
It looks like we are passively destroying this building. I have a huge army here.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We're being attacked! Building completed.
That should work. This will be a masterpiece.
They will burn.
You destroyed my tower. My really beautiful tower.
Just give the word.
You asked for this. Damn it! I need healing.
Killed one of our heroes!
Blazes! Help me,
I'm
somebody!
injured.
You picked the wrong enemies.
They killed one of our heroes!
what's the plan? All right, here goes nothing. Get ready. Fair enough. Let's do this.
We're being attacked.
You got it.
Commander.
All right, then, let's get to it. This should be a masterpiece. Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work.
Uh-huh. Here we go. Get ready. So, what's the plan?
I didn't know I had so many of those. I maybe started creating too many of the
All right, here goes nothing.
machinery.
Here we go. Get ready.
What do you require?
Got it.
We're being attacked.
Yes.
I don't know if my army is being decimated or is
Fair enough. Let's do
decimating.
this.
Just give the word.
Get ready.
Yes? For the Falcons!
They went into another territory by accident.
What is it?
They're very dedicated to destroying those
we go.
buildings.
Just give the word.
So much so that they
All right, here goes nothing.
crossed another territory.
Just give the word.
All right, give me a second. Yes?
All right, then, let's get to it. This.
Here we go.
Masterpiece.
Fair enough. Let's do this. Get ready. That way?
Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work. Well, that should work. So much to do, so little time. That should work. let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
This will be a mess.
Yes.
Won't take a second. Well then.
Sure.
Building completed. We're being attacked!
I have only one troll left. That's sad. They were really useful.
We're being attacked!
Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work.
Building completed.
Uh-huh.
Building completed.
Fire. We'll get there.
Building completed.
Corporal?
Building
Sure.
completed.
Need control.
How do you like that?
Prepared. Here we go. It will be bloody.
They will fall.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
We're being attacked!
Expansion is the key to victory. What do we need?
We're being attacked!
Okay.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
Are you sure we are being attacked?
We stand ready. Heading out.
This will be a masterpiece.
We took over
Right then, let's get to it.
vast territories.
Well then.
Building completed.
Chop, man. Let's get to work. So much to do.
Building completed.
What is it?
Take a second. Alright then, let's get to it.
Okay. Do we have any unit that need Lenya?
We're being attacked.
Oh shit and fucking.
Yes?
Where did they come from?
Attacked.
I'm injured.
They killed one of our heroes.
All right, here goes nothing.
Wait,
I need
help
healing.
me, somebody!
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work.
They killed one of our heroes.
I need help over here. I don't like this kind of magic.
Damn it! I need healing.
I understand.
They killed one of our heroes.
Would you like to push or change? Light him up!
Chop, chop, man. Let's get to work.
Back into the fight.
Just give the word.
Commander,
Alright then, let's get to it.
We could connect
We're
this
being attacked.
one to this one.
just give the word.
Okay, let's try this.
Well then.
Aye. Would you like to push or change?
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Alright then, let's get to it.
Okay, so
Aye, that should work.
iron mine, forge.
We're being attacked.
They put academy anywhere?
Chop, chop, man. Let's get to
No.
work. Well then. Only take a second. So much.
Building completed.
This. Alright then, let's get to it.
Okay, we have foundry in order to have.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Aye, that should work.
Building completed.
Barracks, Watchtower, Forge, Iron Line, Foundry Market, Abandoned.
So much to do, so little time. Well then.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Man, let's get to work.
Okay. Okay, now we can have another type of units.
We need to distill more aria. There's hardly anything left.
This.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Okay, we're doing quite fine, I would say. Better than I thought, to be honest. Wait a second, they already wasted all the area in this area? That's insane.
Well then.
I wonder what is here. I should
Commander,
send
we've
someone
finished
to
researching a new
scout.
technology.
I am ready.
That way. All right.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We're being attacked!
I know we're being attacked, that's their issue. We build a market, so why producing area costs area? That doesn't make sense.
We're being attacked!
You picked the wrong enemies.
I'll make it quick. I understand.
They will
We're
fall.
being attacked!
We'll take over this area as well.
I'm injured. They won't stand a chance. You read my mind.
They will burn.
It will be bloody.
You
I'm
picked the wrong
injured.
Being attacked!
Good idea.
We're being attacked!
Well then.
Is there anything you need?
Sure.
Ooh, tainted obelisk. We can invoke something here. Okay, those are watchtower.
So much.
We're being attacked!
Ah, this is the village. Okay. Makes sense.
We're being attacked!
All right, then let's get to it.
We're being attacked!
I don't think you will live long enough. Hmm.
So much to do, so little time.
Okay. We took over everything except the main outpost.
This
And that
will
was
be a
very quick.
masterpiece. It will only take a second. Ah, that should work.
The main outpost entrance here.
So, what's the plan?
Well
Our
then,
here.
I understand.
Building completed.
The main building is closer from this side, I would say. On this side it feels like it would take
We're being
forever.
attacked!
Wait! Where did you come from?
He's ready to fire.
Yeah, they are coming from outside the map. That's not fair.
Get ready!
Our workers are under attack.
Sure.
We're being attacked!
Prepare yourselves.
This is unfair. They're coming from literally beyond the map. Do I have to station something here?
chop chop, man. Let's get to work. Ah, that should work.
Yes? We stand ready.
Well then.
What's this broken bridge for?
Building completed.
Maybe I made a mistake. I fixed
All
it.
right then, let's get to it.
Just give the word. Commander. As you command.
We're being attacked!
For the Guardians! Attack! Now! Ah! For the Falcon! Ah! For the Guardians! Attack! Now! For the Falcon! For the Guardians! Ah! For the Guardians! For the Falcon! Attack! Now! Ah! For the Guardians! For the Falcon! Attack! Now! For the Guardians! Ah! For the Falcon! For the Guardians! Attack! Now! Yes? For the Falcon!
Well, that was a sacrificial attack.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We're being attacked!
I wonder what is this with fire.
Uh-huh.
Feeling up for adventure.
So much to do.
Also doesn't feel like we could attack from this side. Maybe you should try attacking from both sides. Iron done. Done. Nearly done. Army is here. Nearly nothing. There's nothing here.
Well then.
We're being attacked!
This will be a masterpiece. It will only take a second.
Why nobody is in the iron? Here.
We're being attacked!
Well then.
Let's load more iron.
Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
Great. I built a lot of villages.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We're being attacked!
That attack didn't last long. Okay. Okay, I can feed
Commander,
something
we've finished
to
researching a
it.
new technology.
And probably we should be able to
That should
create
work.
area this way. Just need to feed the market. Yeah.
Alright then, let's get to it.
Okay. Okay, great. We can create
We need to distill
area.
more aria. There's hardly anything left.
No, no, wait. Create area. This is what I wanted. I didn't know before how to use the market, but now I feel like I figured it out.
We're being attacked!
We'll make short work of them.
Told you that was unfair. That is unfair that they can just attack like this.
Our workers are under attack. Our workers are under attack.
That's all? I'm only getting started. Just give the word.
We're being attacked!
Onward.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Yes.
Okay, looks like we bought a bit of area on the market.
Alright then, let's get to it. Will only take a second. That should work.
So if you feed the market all this, you can
Well then.
buy stuff you need.
Alright then, let's get
Great,
to it.
cool, I like it.
We're being attacked! Commander, we've finished researching a new technology.
So much to do, so little time.
We're being attacked! We're being attacked!
Commander.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
We're being attacked!
Hey, home!
All right, here goes nothing.
Stay away from their creep. They will
You picked
fall.
the wrong
They
enemies.
won't stand a chance.
Get ready.
I'll make it quick.
Here we go.
I understand. Understood.
We stand ready. For the Guardian!
What do you require? I'm
They won't
injured. Stand a
We're
chance.
being attacked!
Prepare yourselves. It will be bloody.
I'm injured. Here goes nothing.
Control. Need control.
They will burn.
Get ready. ready.
They will
Fair
fall.
enough. Let's
I'm
do
read
this.
my mind.
I'm injured.
I'll make it quick. Whatever's necessary.
You picked the wrong enemies.
It will be bloody.
They killed one of our heroes.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
What is it?
We're being attacked.
I need healing.
One moment, coming up.
Blazes! Help me, somebody! How do you like that? Yes?
Damn it. I need healing.
They killed one of our heroes.
Help me, somebody!
Good work, Tahar. I wasn't certain until now, but you know how to lead.
What now?
We need to make a stand here. Like this, the castle won't hold a minute against a full-fledged assault by the Utran forces, and I'm sure those soldiers who fled have already notified Myra. Or whoever is controlling her.
Good. I'll tell our men to set up some defenses here.
Let's hope it'll be a while before they strike back. The more time we have to prepare, the better.
Corporal Tahar,
Yes?
the enemy armies. They are crossing the Utran border, just as you predicted.
How long until they'll be here?
I don't know. It looks as if they're still in preparation, but probably not much longer.
Damn it! What about my sister? Is she there?
Not in the front lines, no.
Understood. Dismissed, Private.
Madam,
Blasted. That's sooner than I expected.
What now?
We need to be quick. Position our troops, fortify any choke points, secure as much territory as we need for an effective defense. Because as soon as the Purity strikes, there'll be no more time for that. You and your strike team have to move quickly. In other words, this is our last chance to make fortifications, and the longer we can hold them back, the more time you'll have to locate the rune carriers.
Understood. Then we best get started.
Just give the word.
Commander?
That should work.
Just give the word. We stand ready.
Will only take a second.
Commander?
This.
Building completed.
So much to do, so little time.
Is there anything you need?
Building completed. Building completed.
That should work.
She's ready to fire.
Okay, I don't even know what I should prepare myself for and where they will attack from. From here, from here.
Chop chop, man.
yes?
Let's get to work.
Building completed.
Well then. It'll only take a second.
Would you like to push? For a change?
This.
Aye. What is it?
Just give the word. We stand ready.
All right, then, let's get to it.
Okay, we'll see in a moment.
Commander?
We'll see in a second where they gonna attack from. Ultram border. Fuck.
And it begins.
Time to reveal the full plan, I guess. How are we supposed to get behind their lines?
You're gonna meet with an inside man. Hervius.
A spy.
Yes. He's been sounding out the purity since your escape from Greykeep. One of Sentenza's former men. Before we set out here, I've ordered him to infiltrate the Utran army. He will wait for you near the border wall in the east.
Once we find the rune carrier, what do we do?
Understood. Remind me, what exactly do we do once we find the rune carriers?
Kill them. Take the rune, and order my sister to stop the attack and join us. Then we take that bloody thing to the Nexus and destroy it to break the spell completely.
Okay, how will he recognize me?
How will he recognize me? Is there a, I don't know, code word?
I hate to shatter your master spy fantasies, but your face is well known by now, Tahar.
Lol.
He knows whom to expect.
Are you sure he's loyal?
How sure are you of his loyalty? After what happened between Sentenza and me, he might be...
No. I know Hervius personally, and he's one of the most capable and loyal spies the Royal Army has to offer.
Anything else?
Fair enough. Anything else?
Yes. Be quick. Avoid unnecessary combat. Now go to her. And good luck.
Likewise.
Yes?
Okay, good. I actually have a portal there. Wait,
Yes.
where are those guys going? Ah, they're all protecting the building. Nice. We are going to say hi to them really quickly.
As you want. I'm injured.
Yes.
Okay, that was not what I wanted to happen.
They killed one of our heroes.
Blazes! Help me, somebody! Got it.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm
Killed
injured.
one of our heroes.
Come on. Don't die on us now.
They said avoid unnecessary fighting, and what do I do? Not avoid unnecessary fighting. Jesus. If we keep dying here, we'll keep reincarnating at this teleport. I should have picked the other one. I thought I picked the other one actually. That was my mistake.
That should work. This will be a masterpiece.
He will wait for you near the board. Kill them. Take. I hate to shatter your. No. Yeah.
Likewise.
I didn't want this one, I wanted this one. Ugh. Well, good luck trying to destroy this building.
So much to do. So
Oh,
little time.
they're destroying the woodcutter. Now they're completely
Yes.
having free will. Okay.
Let's get to work.
He said avoid
This will be a
unnecessary
masterpiece.
fighting. Trying.
You got it.
They're
Corporal?
building hunting lot. Oh, here you are, mister.
Pervious, isn't it?
Aye, and you are Taha. I don't think you remember me, do you?
Should I?
Never mind. So Angar told me about your mission. Mind control, Shaper runes. It all sounds quite adventurous, if you don't mind me saying. So here's the situation. If those rune carriers exist, they would probably be in the northwest, in the old Iskandar loyalist camp.
Where are the loyalists now?
Speaking of it, where are the Iskander loyalists now?
Dead, mostly. The purity gave them a chance to repent, but most of them wouldn't. It was pretty ugly. I didn't get the smell of burnt meat out of my nostrils for the next 2 days.
Okay, I didn't need that detail. Thank you for scaring me for life. How do we get past that wall?
I see. And how do we get past that wall? Why did the Purity build it to begin with?
Purity? No, you misunderstand. It was House Utran who gave the order, because those refugees wouldn't stop coming. But to answer your question, there are 2 ways I know of. The first one leads, brace yourselves, through the gate. It will be very hard to find an opening, though, with all the troops swarming through.
And the second one?
That one's a tad trickier. Apparently there are tunnels smugglers once used to get wares over the Utran border. Word has it that some of the refugees used it to get across too.
Both ways sound pretty risky to me. The first one because it might get us killed. The second one because it will cost us time and we don't even know if it exists.
Well observed, Tahar. But I'm afraid it's all I can offer. Once you make it past the wall, it should be easier. Just make sure to avoid the patrolling troops.
We met before?
You said that we met before.
Aye, but I don't think now's the time to discuss the old days, is it?
An idea where those tunnels could be?
Any idea where those tunnels could be?
None. But if I had to make a guess, I'd look close to the wall itself.
Our allies are under
All right. Thank you, Hervius.
Nothing to thank me for. Just, if this mind control thing is real, you have to put an end to it. Nobody should have that power.
I couldn't agree more.
Our allies are under attack.
Didn't we come across the tunnel before we took the castle? It might be that one.
True, but we still need a key to open it. We should probably go take a look at the refugee camp. That way?
Aye, that should work.
What the? You again? How? I mean, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Why did you leave the camp?
You ask me? After you and your friend turned these lands into a bloody battleground again? Forgive me, but I don't want to end up as collateral damage for a Purity Lightbringer or Nortander Cavalry.
Huh. Makes sense, I guess. Either way, we need your help. That smuggling tunnel near the Utran wall. Do you know how to open it?
And if I do?
Then it would be greatly appreciated if you told us.
I get that, but I mean, what do I get in return?
Put hand in sword heal your life. I have gold. That's what you're after?
How much?
No, you misunderstood. I don't want your gold. What I want is my things back, simple as that. I was in the bushes taking a leak when the Utrons showed up in the camp, and I had to make a run for it.
And now you want us to get them back for you?
That would be great, yes. I can't go out there by myself, not without a weapon, and even then...
It's all right. We'll do it.
Sir, give us the key or we will take it from you.
But...
Do I need to repeat myself?
So much for not my enemy, huh? Fine. Seems like I don't have much of a choice. Yes, I know about the tunnel. About the one to the northeast, that is. Lots of the other refugees tried their luck there. But from what I've been told, those Utran bastards plucked them right out from the hole on the other side. Not worth it if you ask me. And as far as I know, one of the refugees hid the key near the camp, under a rock, for any other soul who wants to follow.
Near the camp, under a rock, isn't very specific.
Right below the Godstone. You can't miss it.
All right, that'll help. Thank you.
Well, it's not like I had much of a choice, did I? Now, if you don't mind, I got things to attend to.
Go ahead.
Okay, wait. I forgot about one thing.
Our allies are under attack.
Well then.
Weren't there somewhere,
All
we
right, then, let's
took
get to it.
an obelisk somewhere here. But we never actually used it. Now I'm curious, like, not... No? Note? I need to check it because I'm curious what type of thing you could summon as a human. Where was it? It was somewhere here. Ah. Summon Paragon. Did I waste my chance to summon a Paragon?
Our allies are under attack.
Well, they definitely didn't summon a paragon. They would have twice less issues if they did. Also, did we just threaten this refugee?
Of course.
Our allies are under attack.
Smugglers? Ah, here. Ay ay.
That way. All right.
Chop chop, man. Let's get to work.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll do what's required.
Our allies are under attack.
Will do.
Sure.
I understand.
Our allies are under attack.
Understood. I understand.
Whatever.
Prepare yourselves.
Here we go.
You'll regret this. They won't.
Our allies are under attack.
You read my mind. I understand.
Damn it!
They killed one of our heroes.
I'm injured.
They killed one of our heroes.
We need you.
Jesus!
I need help over here. No.
Yes?
Don't die on me, will you? We need you.
Our allies are under.
Good job.
Help me, somebody!
No. Don't die on me, will you?
Stop dying, you assholes! She was trying to say something. Good job, what?
Our allies are under attack.
Why did you do this? Because your decision was wrong. We do not have the time to help this man. Not with the Lord Marshal and our troops under attack.
Ah, so this is why she tried to come.
Prepare yourselves.
Our allies are under attack.
I'm injured.
Alright, here goes nothing.
We'll make short work of them.
They will fall.
Fair enough. Let's
It
do
will be
this.
bloody.
You picked the wrong enemies.
Our allies are under attack.
Here goes nothing.
They will fall.
They will burn.
Get ready.
I'll make it quick.
I need help over here.
You picked the wrong enemy.
Good job. That should slow their attacks down a bit.
I'll do what's required.
Fair
They
enough.
won't stand
Let's
a
do
chance.
this.
Our allies are under
All right, here we go.
Oh, managed just in time. Why are we here?
Got it.
Isn't this the purity outpost? Find Myra inside the camp. Ah shit.
Good job. That should slow their attacks down a bit. You got it.
Sure.
Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
I'll be swift.
I see issues.
As you want.
Got it. I understand.
Can we really sneak into the camp? That's the question.
Sure.
Aye.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
I need help.
one of our heroes.
Damn it! I need healing.
What fucking happened here? Can we even do that without any troops? There's a second
That way?
right here.
Careful.
Blazes! Help me, somebody!
Good job. That should slow their attacks down a bit.
Prepare yourselves. You read my mind.
What? That's all? I'm only getting started.
Aeonir's light. Intruders.
Myra, run!
Myra, run.
That's her. That's Lady Myra.
And 2 Lightbringers. What about your rune, Tahar? Didn't Iskrim say it would react if another rune carrier is nearby?
Yeah, and I think it does. Let's go take them out.
Of course. I understand.
They will burn.
Ah! We'll make short work of them.
Prepare yourselves. They won't stand it. I'm injured.
They will burn.
Whatever's necessary.
It will be bloody. I'll make it quick.
They will
They
fall.
won't stand a chance. I understand.
You picked the wrong enemies.
You read my mind.
We'll make short work of them.
I'm in.
It will be bloody.
They will burn.
Prepare yourselves.
They will fall.
It will be bloody. I understand.
Quite the fight.
See if they have the rune.
Interesting.
It connected with you, just like the Harbinger's rune did. I think you can control Lady Myra now.
Then let's go find her.
So, what's the plan?
Oh,
It'll only take a second.
I'll be swift.
So much to do, so little time.
Here we go. All right, here goes nothing.
Whatever's
Get ready.
necessary.
Uh-huh. Fair enough. Let's do this. All right, here go.
Stand a chance.
Here we go.
you picked the wrong enemies.
So,
I'll make it quick. I understand.
all right, here goes nothing. Fair enough. Let's do. Get ready. Fair enough. Let's do this.
They will burn.
All right, here goes
Prepare
nothing.
yourselves.
We'll make short work of them.
You read my mind.
It will be bloody.
That way. All right.
Huh.
Lady Myra?
Lady Myra.
By the Guardians.
How do you feel?
How do you feel? Are you wounded?
How do I feel? Am I wounded?
What now?
What now?
What now?
You should order her to stop the assault on the fortress.
All right. Command your men to lay down their weapons and stop the assault on the fortress. The Utrin house is now no longer allied with the Purity, but with Nortander.
I command my men to lay down their weapons and stop the assault on the fortress. The Utran house is no longer allied with the Purity, but with Nortander.
She sounds different than when the Purity priest commanded her.
Probably her mind needs time to adjust. Still, this is so damn wrong. We need to destroy that rune as fast as possible.
Good work. Let's tell our people we're ready to head back to Mullindir. Got it.
Okay, level up. Grants you an aura and increases the focus regeneration of allied units. What an annoying piece of shit. Where to now? Meet with Iskrim and Angar at the rune table. Sure, why not? I guess they will manage, but I am sad that I missed my opportunity to summon a big golden thingy. I was so focused on trying to take down the fortress, I forgot about it. But I guess we'll have another chance still. Okay, let's go release Lady Maya. Okay.
Sure.
Will do.
Let me see.
Here we are. Now destroy that bloody rune.
Shouldn't we at least study it first? I mean, we don't know what...
Are you deaf? Destroy it!
Alright. I'll take care of it now. But I need... privacy.
Are you trying to trick me, dwarf? I swear, if you...
Fine, come then. Come and keep shouting at me all you like, because that's the best way to ensure I'll make a mistake and have that rune cause your sister's brain to explode.
Alright. You'll get your privacy. I'll go find a bed for Myra in the meantime. She needs water and food.
Alright, here we are.
Iskram? What's the matter?
I won't do it.
What?
You heard me. I will not destroy the rune.
Are you joking? You know what this thing has done? We don't have time for this.
Are you joking? This thing is what's controlling Lady Myra.
Yes, it is, but there's something I haven't told you. Something I only found out a week ago.
Yes?
The Shapers. I finally understand their secret. Why they persisted for so long. Why during their reign there was not a single power who dared to defy them, not even the dragons. Why there was peace.
The rune.
It all makes sense now. The Shapers used these runes to control, to ensure stability.
They enslaved their own people by exerting mind control. Is that what you're getting at?
Enslaved? So a murderer put behind bars is a slave too? No, Tahar. They used the runes to protect their empire from its enemies, from outside and from within. Don't you see? This is the reason why there were no wars, no coups, no stupid rebellions. Because the Shapers had the power to correct misguidance. And the best thing about it? The control didn't even suffer. They merely had their views readjusted and continued to live on a normal life.
That's so wrong. Oh my god. This is so wrong. I know why he would find it appealing, like, not the idea of mind control, the idea of a peaceful society. But you can't get peaceful society by enforcing your will upon others by force. Mind control is by force. You alter their minds by force. You're doing it without consent. You are literally... how to say it? Violating their minds. And you think this is what? A good thing?
And you think this is a good thing? Being able to bend minds to your will?
Look, Tahar, I'm not stupid. I know there's a danger in that power, but there's a danger in every power. Blasted, you're a mage. Thousands of people would like to see you burn, and just because they're afraid of that power inside you. Your magic, just like the rune, it's a tool. Don't you see that? And a tool is neither good nor evil. It's merely a potential. And this, Tahar, this is the potential to change the world for the better.
Generally, I would agree. When it comes to magic, it's a tool. And how you use it matters. But that rune is like a gun. It was a tool created with a specific purpose. You can't really compare a human who is born with magical abilities to an artifact that was created with specific purpose in mind. Those are two different things. Human is not created with a purpose in mind. Human makes choices. That's why you can say that magic is a tool, because the human that wields it makes choices. But the rune that was created for a specific purpose, it's different from magic, because magic doesn't have a specific purpose. You can use it for whatever you want. But that rune was made to control people, to alter their minds. So this is not the same. This is different. That's why I said it's like a gun. A gun is a tool created for killing. It's not a tool that doesn't have specific purpose. And okay, the purpose may be a bit altered, but it's still a weapon. Magic in comparison to that rune is like if you compare the Play-Doh to a gun. Like, you can make everything from Play-Doh, but you can't make everything from a gun. Some tools are created for different purposes, like for example, we created knives for cooking, but their purpose can be altered to be a weapon. Because it is technically a weapon that was repurposed for cooking. So this is not the same. What about the Ghost Watchers?
What about the ghosts who protected this place? They seem to have gotten more than a little readjustment.
Yes, probably because their crimes required a more severe punishment. Isn't that poetic justice? Rather than killing a wrongdoer, he's bound to protect those he wanted to hurt. Just imagine the potential of this.
This is so unhinged of Iskrim. Just imagine you could just readjust the criminals to protect the people. I feel like it would be more merciful to just kill them at this point. Like, if you have to choose between capital punishment or altering someone's mind but keeping them alive, I feel like the second option is worse. You are violating their mind. You're using them like puppets. They're no longer human. They're just dolls. Lady Myra is a machine now.
Lady Myra doesn't seem normal at all. She acts like some kind of machine.
Yes, because neither we nor the Purity have even come close to comprehending the true power of the rune. We're sodding amateurs.
What's your plan then?
So what's your plan? Use the rune to create a second Shaper Empire?
No, use it for the greater good. For us, for our purpose. For our battle against that lunatic Lacane. Damn it, Tahar. This might be the key that I've been looking for. The key for stability, for peace. I will not destroy it.
Iskrim, calm down. There has to be another way.
Iskrim, calm down. There has to be another way.
No, there isn't.
Iskrim, you said it yourself. With Myra's current state of mind, she cannot help us win over the other houses. And without them, we'll never recapture Greykeep. Lacane will win. Please. You have to trust me with this. The rune must be destroyed.
Fine. Fine. But I'm doing this for you. You understand me? I will destroy it. But as soon as there's time, I will start my research again. And no, you cannot stop me. Agree with me or not, I know this power can do good. I just know it. It's done. Go see after Lady Myra, Tahar. I need time.
You need a kick in your ass. I was worried that you will go apeshit, and you are going to go apeshit. He's going to try to create mind control hive mind, like for sure. That rune is even worse than what magic can do. It's even more unhinged than what Lacane was talking about magic. Mages are evil because they're born with magic. No, that rune is evil. That rune is evil. It can create a fucking army of dolls. Magic is a tool. And you can use magic for whatever you want. You can heal someone, you can research magic, you can kill someone, you can transport. There is many uses. But when we compare magic to a weapon like a sword, we are not doing it in the same way. Like, we say magic is a tool just like a sword, but we mean it in a sense that sword is a weapon that can be used or can be put down. It can be used to protect others or kill others, or you can refuse to use it at all. With magic, you can't really refuse to use it because it's part of you. It's like if someone told you to stop breathing, you can't, you have to. Magic is part of you, you have to use it in some capacity in order to be able to control it, to not be a danger to yourself and others. So you need to be able to study it and use it. But, like I said, in comparison to a gun, to a sword, to that rune, magic has far more usages. And that's why you can't really go around and say that all magic wielding people are evil and you have to kill them. Because you can't just assume that every single mage will go insane and start using magic to bring harm. It's impossible to predict.
Understood.
I don't understand. What do you mean? Cold?
I don't know, Angar. I just feel different.
Taha, what happened? Did the dwarf destroy the room?
Yes, he did.
He did.
I see. Well, something is off. Myra, she's different.
What?
Myra?
I don't know. I feel strange, cold.
See? That bloody rune, it did something to her mind.
To Myra, cold.
Lady Myra, what do you mean by cold?
Dark, empty. I don't know how to describe it. Forgive me.
But you remember who you are, don't you?
I am Lady Myra Emmeline Arendir, third-born daughter of House Utran.
She will get better. But we have destroyed the rune. How is this possible?
But we destroyed it.
That's my point. Her mind, it must have suffered permanent damage. None of this should have happened. None of it. Myra, you should get some rest. Things might be different tomorrow.
Yes, brother. As you say.
Come, let us call your companions. There's things that need discussing.
It sounds as if her mind was readjusted so much that she no longer has free will in the same capacity as others. Did you see how he told her to rest and she was like, as you wish? Like, as if she was a servant, not a person anymore. Like a servant, like someone who doesn't think for themselves. In that kind of way, that kind of servant. Like a slave servant, like a doll, like a machine. Do you have a family? What is that question right now?
I've been wondering. Do you have a family? Heirs?
That question came unexpected.
Is it so hard to answer?
It isn't. No. I don't have a family. Save for my sisters.
How come?
Well, I'm afraid to understand my answer, I need to go back a little. You see, I had always known what my life would look like, long before it became what it is. You see, House Arendir is one of the eldest of Northander. The role of every Arendir had already been chosen the moment he or she was given birth to. For me, it was always clear that I would be the Lord Marshal of the Royal Army.
So your parents forced you to do this?
Let me put it this way. It was my duty. Of course, I could have rebelled, but even back then, I had already come to realize that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Sure, I too had had my share of boyhood dreams, but betraying my parents and the realm had never been an option.
Being a commander wasn't your boyhood dream?
Being a royal commander sounds an awful lot like a boyhood dream to me.
I guess it does. But you need to keep in mind that we Arendiers were raised for this. I knew from the start that a military path had little to do with the tale of brave knights in shining armor from the poems and the plays. People, especially in youth, often crave for what they don't have. The fisherman's daughter might dream of a life as a princess, whereas the princess aches for the charming vagabond to take her to an exotic place, far away from her life of etiquette, stern-faced governesses, and arranged marriage.
Oh, that's true. What did you dream of? Also, a charming sellsword? So you were looking for something else too?
What did you dream of? Also a charming sellsword who'd take you to exotic places?
Very funny. You see, one of my uncles had been a seaman. His branch of the family was by far the least powerful one, but whenever he came to visit, I didn't leave his side for a minute. He had sailed to Kalea to meet with the Blood Oracle, to Imperia, to the great Colosseums. And once, he had even sailed all around the lands of winter. You can imagine that for me as a boy, his stories were a lot more exciting than my lessons in math, history, and politics. And more than once after his visits, I found myself lying in bed and wondering what it would be like to just pack my bags, enlist on one of the trade ships, and see all these marvels my uncle had told me about myself. A foolish fantasy, of course, but still, it existed.
But you never seriously contemplated becoming a seaman.
But yet, you never seriously contemplated becoming a seaman.
No. I was young, yes, but I wasn't a fool. Even if duty and loyalty had not been a concern of mine, I knew that my uncle only told me about the good parts of his life. He never spoke of how a snowstorm cost him 3 of his fingers, and why he always carried a bottle of brandy wherever he went.
Is your uncle still alive?
Is your uncle still alive?
No. His ship ran aground when I was 14 winters old.
You should have given it a shot. I think staying was the right choice.
For what it's worth, I think staying was the right choice.
I'm glad you approve. Either way, we digress.
Why can't a Lord Marshal have a family, though?
I still don't understand why becoming the Lord Marshal stopped you from having a family.
It was a choice. I probably don't need to tell you this, but love and marriage are as much a duty as any other. You cannot be a good husband or a good wife if you don't commit entirely. And the same goes for parenthood. And the higher I rose, the more I realized that people in my position, whose decisions affect the lives of tens of thousands, can and should only have one commitment.
Their duty.
Yes. I know it sounds dramatic, but it's the truth. I chose not to have a family, because the realm was my wife and its people were my children. Allowing somebody else into my life would have meant betraying the others.
Okay. What about your bloodline? Who will carry on your name?
What about the Arendir bloodline? Who will carry on your name if you don't have an heir?
My sister, Myra.
But isn't she a widow?
Yes. Her husband, Lord Uhtred, died in the Mage Wars. But she's still young, and once we've ended this madness, I will encourage her to look for a new, suitable partner.
Why do I have a feeling that she will not find a good husband with her mind destroyed and her behaving like a robot? But there are commanders that have families.
But there are commanders who have families.
And they have them at an expense. If life taught me anything, then it's that excellence requires absolute dedication. And with the responsibilities that I have, I simply cannot allow myself to be distracted.
That's admirable. I think you're wrong. That sounds sad.
Well, your dedication is definitely admirable.
Maybe. But we've wasted enough time. You wanted an answer, and that was it. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
No.
I'll be leaving now.
All right.
Sure.
I understand.
So now, Angar has access to new ability. So next time he levels up, we can enable it. Well, I guess it was good that I didn't take Iskring with me anymore. He went fucking batshit off the rocker.
Interesting.
All right. Now that my sister is safe and we have the Utran army beside us, we need to discuss our course of action. As I've hinted at already, there are two more problems we need to take care of before we can gather to convince the other royal houses to join forces with us and reconquer Greycube.
Lakane's Iron Ones and the Leonida forces.
Iron Ones. You mean these giant walking armors?
Yes. We need to destroy the place where the Purity manufactures them. And we need to eliminate Amaria Leonida, who has allied herself with the Harbinger.
House Leonider has the strongest army in Northander. Wouldn't it be wiser to forge the alliance with Wulfgar and Hallett first and then deal with them?
It would, but Leonider is controlling the borders. In other words, until we've taken care of her and the Ironborn, we couldn't move the Wulfgar or Hallett forces, even if they agreed to an alliance.
What are these Iron Ones?
Any idea what these Iron Ones actually are? Golems?
No, I doubt it. They have the magical signature of a human. I guess we'll need to find out.
Yes, though I'm fairly certain the Harbinger's new magic has to do with it. The Archfire.
But if that's the case, how are we supposed to deal with them?
Well, according to my scouts, there is a place where they are being created by whatever unholy power is behind this. And it seems that this smeltery, if you want to call it that, is in the Windwall foothills.
So we travel to Windwall and burn down that factory. Is that the plan?
Yes. It's a simple task, but it won't be easy. We can be sure that the Purity is doing all in their power to protect it.
Amaria Leonider allied herself with the Harbinger? Why?
Because she's probably the most ardent follower of the Purity's teaching. She was the first truly influential Nortandian to repent when Lakane's new religion was founded, and also the first to declare her unconditional loyalty after Lakane showed his true face and took over Greyfell.
Why does he sound as if he had two voice actors, or the voice actor was changing the pitch too much? Could that have something to do with the war?
Could that also have something to do with what happened during the Mage War? That her sons fell in the last battle against my father?
I'm pretty sure it has. Did you know that she attempted to commit suicide? That was only months after the Queen had put an end to her father's doing. So yes, her loyalty to the Purity almost certainly has to do with her losses. She also despises you, as is Samo Tahar's child, from the bottom of her heart.
How can we neutralize her?
That's not good. How do you plan to neutralize her? We can't just move our army into Leonider territory. That would be suicide.
Well, that's where we got lucky. Amaria Leonider has taken up position in the Eye.
In the marshlands? Why?
My guess is as good as yours, but I suppose it has to do with your father's laboratory. I doubt Lakane is done with it.
Maria Leonider is leading an army?
So Amaria is leading the army herself? How? I didn't know she knew about warfare.
Well, word has it that the Harbinger has, how should I say, granted Amaria a gift as a token of gratitude for her loyalty. Magical powers, in other words. Maybe even a part of this Archfire energy. No, I don't know if these rumors are true, but we'll have to consider them when we make our plan.
This will be quite the battle.
Well, seems like this will be quite the battle.
Indeed. Which is why we need a good strategy.
Fair enough. Then let us start making preparations.
Good. I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, it looks like I can have talk with 2 other companions.
What's next? Interesting.
Corporal Tahar?
Yes, Corporal? How can I help?
Would you be willing to tell me more about your friend?
Would you be willing to tell me more about your friend?
You seem to be quite adamant about this, aren't you? Fine, if you insist. What do you want to know?
What was she like?
What was she like?
That's a difficult question to answer. Compared to me, I would describe her as more cheerful, more talkative. She enjoyed the company of other people far more than I did. Of course, that conviviality was mostly a charade. Her interest in other people was genuine, but it was mainly because she wanted to study them. It was almost as if, until the very end, she believed that she could somehow overcome her nature. Of course, it didn't work.
Was she an assassin as well?
Was she an assassin as well?
She was, yes.
How close were you?
How close were you and her exactly?
That's hard to say. We had sex in all those 5 years. She never left my side. So some people might have considered us lovers, but I'm not sure we ever felt that way towards each other. You see, I don't feel emotions the same way other people do. And neither did Mila. The feelings the bards all sing about, I never had them. And I doubt I am capable of feeling them at all. This bond we had it because we were alike. Because she understood me and I understood her. Without saying a word. And I doubt I will ever have that feeling again.
She said she doesn't feel the feelings in the same way. I wonder if it's because of their condition or because they are just aromantic. But they sound like lovers, like at least physically. When you say you were alike, what does that mean?
When you say you were alike, what does that mean? That she also hardly felt emotions?
Yes. But whereas for me, it had been becoming a dreamweaver that had made me who I am. Mila had simply been born that way. There was no logical reason for her condition. It was just what fate, or the gods, had given her.
Do I know of any condition that makes people not feel emotions properly? Sounds like depression. A bit. I see.
I understand.
Maybe you do.
How did it happen, the blood burn?
How did it happen? The blood burn.
Well, I presume you are familiar with how the disease progresses, so there's no need to explain that part. As for when and where, we were with a small caravan near Everlight, on our way back to Greyfell. We had made camp in a small forest when the symptoms first showed. An old man, one of the caravan leaders, started coughing blood. I think everybody saw, but they all acted as if they hadn't. From that point on, it went straight downhill. Almost 3/4 of the group were infected. And by the next day, a young boy had blood running from his eyes. Do you know what's strange?
What?
Up until that point, I didn't even consider the fact that Mila was infected as well. The thought just didn't ever cross my mind.
How did you find out?
A blister. On the 3rd morning after that night in the forest, she took a bath in a nearby river and I saw it. That was it. I knew what would happen. and so did she. I insisted on riding back to Everlight and looking for a healer. An irrational thing to do, and I knew it. But I figured that a chance was better than none, but she wouldn't have it. I want to tell life when it's over, not the other way around. That's what she had always told me. And that night, it turned out she meant it.
She took her own life.
Yes. When I returned to the camp that night, I found a letter where she told me to meet her at a nearby clearing. I did, and found her laying on the grass, hands crossed behind her head, as if she was watching the moon. There was an empty bottle next to her, and I immediately recognized it. It was the merciful slumber, the most painless of poisons at our disposal. When you drink it, it's almost like falling asleep, very slowly. She was smiling when she faded away.
Aww. Why every gay relationship in this game is tragic? This is already a second time. How do you feel about her decision?
How do you feel about her decision?
How should I feel? It was her decision, and it was the most rational choice to make. Dying of the blood burn is incredibly painful, and she avoided that pain. Her last memories were ones of peace.
I'm sorry for your loss. With all the people you have killed, it maybe was fair. That's cruel, game.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Okay, we unlocked Inanna's special skill.
Anything on your mind?
Rohan, you can go.
Yes. What's the matter?
I have news. Bad news.
Report.
The Iron Falcons from Aenir's Blade. They've sent word. A dragon has appeared near the canyon. An elder.
An elder?
An elder? You mean...
Yes. From the legends.
What? But they've been asleep for centuries.
Well, apparently not.
Are you sure?
Are you sure this isn't a mistake?
Quite sure. The Iron Falcons found 3 keepers torn apart and scorched in a way that only a dragon could do it. But what's even more alarming is that the Falcons believe that said dragon is heading our way.
Why?
I don't know, Corporal. I just don't know. What are your orders?
We need to confirm the rumor.
We need to confirm the rumor.
But how? I'm only a scout, Corporal. But the way I see it, we only have 2 options. Wait or act. If we wait, the dragon might attack Mulandir without us being prepared. If we act, at least we're the ones who decide where the confrontation will happen.
You have a point.
What if the scouts are wrong?
What if the scouts are wrong and the dragon isn't here for us?
That is a possibility.
Where is this dragon now?
Where is this dragon now? Is it moving?
I don't think so. According to the Falcons, it has landed in a small oasis in the scorching desert. A 1 or 2 day journey from Aenir's Blade. What will you do, Corporal? I know this war is already taking up all of your resources, but we cannot just stand by and watch while that creature comes at us, can we?
We will kill it. I will travel to the oasis and see for myself.
I'll travel to the oasis and see for myself.
I understand. Want me to tell the others?
I'll do it when we head out. Dismissed, Private.
Madam?
So, did I just get the mission? Who was this guy again? Did it Uram?
Huh?
I'm still wondering what made you leave Kalaya.
I'm still wondering what made you leave Kalea and travel the world to study demonology.
You're not letting this one go, are you? Alright, if your life depends on it, I'll tell you. To make it short, I grew up in the slums of Kalea. A shithole if ever there was one. Just imagine an entire quarter made up of half-ruined shacks with the smell of shit and piss everywhere. And way too many people. Then add the tropical heat to it and you've got the place I grew up in. My father had left right after I was born. My mother is what you call a day laborer. Though the days when she wasn't laboring outweighed the ones when she did. Whatever job there was, she took it. even if it was cleaning the shit out of Chilean canals. She worked hard, but it just wasn't enough. We lived in a windowless room, and I shared a bed with my mother for the first 14 years of my life. Long story short, after a while, my mother simply couldn't cover the expenses anymore. The rent for our room went up, and jobs became less and less, since the mage wars in Northander also affected the trade in Kalea. So my mother looked for someone to help her out, and found one. A man named Creo. He was a loan shark who had it all. A stupid name and a shady beard. 2 lackeys who followed him wherever he went. And above all, a complete lack of what other people would call decency.
I think I can see where this is going.
Sure you can. It's not the most unique of stories, is it? To cut to the chase, 1 year later we were in massive debt. Creo suggested my mother another way of making up for it. You can fill in the blanks. I was just too weak. Over and over, this fucking bastard came. Had my mother tell me to go for a walk. And every time I had no choice but to obey. Do you have any idea how that feels, Tahar? To be that powerless? I remember one day I looked in the mirror and realized how much I hated the boy I saw. I hated his body with all its frail bones, his small arms, his bloodshot wet eyes. And that's when I decided to change things. So the next time he came, I fought back.
How did that go?
What do you think? He beat me up. And it was the same next time and the time after that. At first he found it funny. But after the 4th time he threatened to kill me. The only thing that stopped him from doing it is because my mother begged him to. And I had only made it worse. On my 14th name day I left home and joined up with the Chilean sand prowlers. My mother begged me not to go. But I just couldn't. Standing there and watching this fucking bastard walk into our room again and again whenever he felt like it, I just couldn't. Dying would have been better than staying. The way I figured it was that if I earned enough money to pay Mother's debts, Creo would leave her alone. Once I was strong enough, I'd come back. Wait for him to show up again. And then, well, you can imagine the rest.
I think I can. So who were these sand prowlers?
A group of mercenaries. They took me in and trained me. And even though they were skeptical at first, they quickly realized that my determination made up for what my body was lacking. When I was 16 and I discovered my magic, one of their leaders made me his apprentice. The arcane universities are a shithole made up of boy-loving old geezers who care more about how you wear your hair than about your magic. I'll tell you the real thing. And that she did.
Did he just say that the magic towers are like church full of old men praying to old kids? Did your plan work out?
What about your plan to pay your mother's debts? Did that work out?
Well, I thought so at first, but we'll get there.
What was it like to work with the sand prowlers?
What was it like to work with the sand prowlers?
Well, if you were hoping for stories of sex, adventure, and intrigue, I have to disappoint you. Most of it was nasty stuff. Fighting in wars which you knew were wrong, beating up people who were practically helpless. But then again, the Chilean Guard was no better than that. It was a case of pick your poison.
Did that mercenary also introduce you to demonology?
Was that sand prowler mage also who introduced you to demonology?
What? No, she was a mediocre mage at best. The most powerful thing she could do was lighting someone's hair on fire. Though of course she didn't see it that way. After 1 year I was already stronger than her, and I started my own studies.
Did you ever return to your mother?
So did you ever return to your mother?
Of course, on my 18th name day. I had wanted to return earlier, but a contract had me kept overseas for a lot longer than I had expected. Sorry. It's strange to talk about it.
What happened?
My mother. She was gone. Her room had been cleared out, and the neighbors told me she passed away unexpectedly just 3 weeks before I arrived. Her heart just stopped beating.
I'm sorry?
I'm sorry.
Why? It was a natural death. She was old when she gave birth to me, and the life on the Chilean streets isn't forgiving. In other words, it was bound to happen. I went into the room and looked for our stash. A small casket under the floorboards. I found it, opened it, and saw all the money I'd sent her over the years.
So...
She never used it to pay Creo as I instructed her. I have no idea why, but my best guess is that she thought it was mine since I earned it. She was that kind of person, you know? No matter how hard fate punched her in the face, she clung on to her ideals. Always did what was right rather than what was good for herself. And look what she got in return.
Did you ever visit her grave?
Did you ever visit her grave?
I did, but it was a mass grave. Dozens of corpses, all piled onto each other, with some earth shoveled on top of it. I threw up when I saw it, and never came back after that.
What about Creo?
What about Creo?
Well, as you can imagine, I went to look for him. Right after I was able to think straight again. But he was gone.
Where?
I don't know. I asked everywhere and everyone who could know, and they either didn't or gave me different information. After a while, I gave up.
Why?
Because people like Creo are just a reality we have to deal with. I could have killed him, but what good would it have done? My mother was dead, and no amount of bloodshed and gut tearing could have changed that. The world doesn't give a fuck about your ideals, Tahar. About doing the right thing. That's just the shit we tell ourselves to help us sleep at night. You eat or you get eaten. It's that simple. I wasn't strong enough when I should have been. And that's why I couldn't help her. That will never happen again.
I disagree. I disagree! He doesn't see the bigger picture. If more people were keen on doing the right thing and helping others, then people like Creo would be in precarious situation because they wouldn't be able to do the stuff they are doing in plain sight. They would have to do it more covertly, and even then there would be someone who would hunt them down. So in the world of ideals, where people strive for those ideals and strive to make them happen, people like Uram's mother would have had a better life. She would be protected from someone like that. But they lived in a country that didn't really care about their people. Because this is what happens. People who rule you don't have ideals. They also think the same as Uram does. You either eat or get eaten. Or you either get rich or get killed. And they don't care about anything else. We need ideals.
I see where you're coming from. But without ideals, we'd be living in the claws of Nor.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. To wrap up the story, I enrolled at the university from the money my mother saved for me. Turned out the Sandprowler mage was wrong. There were some boy-loving professors, but they knew their shit. I studied and practiced until there was nothing left to study. Then I found out about demonology and the power in it. I quit university, and I've been traveling ever since. Taking jobs as a mercenary here and there, but above all, improving my skills. My last stop was Bar Gregor to summon a devourer.
Did he really just say there were professors who were boy-loving, but general university was nice? I am surprised those professors survived encounter with Uram. What are you after?
And what are you after? In the long run?
I don't know. I'll find out when I get there.
Thanks for your trust.
Huh. Interesting story. Thanks for your trust, Uram.
Sure. Hope you're happy.
Looks like I unlocked special abilities for most of my companions. Irya, Rohan, Yana, just need to put a point here. Ice Cream, Undergast, Gore, Uram, and Angar around here. Just on time, I guess. Just on time.
I am ready.
The sad part is that those companion stories that we're told about don't don't really tie up that much into the main story. Like, some of them kinda tie in, like Iana's friend dying of the blood burn. But otherwise they're kinda standalone. You don't get any quests to actually address any of those issues. Which is sad, I would want to do that, you know? Wait, I need a quick toilet, right? We have 20 minutes still. But you know, I need to... If we are going to do something in those 20 minutes and then raid someone, I need to have a toilet break or I will die. Reina is just good, in short, amazing amount of hydro damage and big buff with a heal if you need it. Yeah, I hear that her elemental skill that summons those little critters, the free ones, that it deals so much damage that it outwages a lot of ultimate attacks of any other characters. I guess she got overpowered vision because Neuvillette became an overlord of Hydra again. And his daddy persona was like, my daughter would get the best stuff. What day will it be? Okay. Oh, you have a baby. Okay. You play good, chat. It was fun. Yeah. That's my tribute to Cat. I will make a clip from this, I swear. Thank you for the raid. Just the music was in really bad mode. Hey, where's my chat? Give me back my chat. Hello? Okay, I clicked the wrong scene. I'm back. We got a mission with a dragon that needs to be done first, I guess. I doubt this game has any quest that you can't actually finish later. So the eye is here. The Windwall foothills are here.
South of Leonida and east of Hallett lies the scorching desert. A place as it is dangerous. The desert is uninhabited save for the dust-crawler orcs, a nomadic orc tribe that roams the dunes in search of fresh water. With a throat as dry as parchment and a throbbing headache, you arrive at the place your scouts described. A small oasis amidst the blazing ocean of sand. Despite the heat, you feel a cold lump forming inside your stomach. Something is nearby. Something powerful.
The Falcons were right, Tahar. There is a dragon nearby. It's enormous.
So you think it actually is an elder?
It's possible. Everything we see and everything we do leaves a minor echo in our aura. The ones we leave behind when we die. That creature has millions of echoes woven into its aura. In other words, it has been on this world for millennia.
That's comforting. Remind me, Tahar, why did we just bring one battalion here and not our entire army?
Because the Purity will notice if we move our entire army, and could use the opportunity to attack. Right now, nobody knows we're here. Now let's head out.
I guess we'll survive somehow.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll do what's required.
Shit, that was a painful death.
And it wasn't caused by normal fire. These people melted.
Ooh. Ooh.
Whatever's nothing.
I'm injured.
You're always injured. From my experience.
They will fall.
Not of a dragon hunter. There's a secret in my family no one wants to acknowledge. Iberian blood runs through our veins. Grandmother whispered it to me before she died, entrusting me to keep the truth alive. When I mentioned it to Mother, she dismissed the idea as nonsense, saying Grandmother lost her mind to daydreams. But I know she's wrong. I think deep down I always known the truth. Instead of planting crops and pulling weeds, we could be out there hunting dragons. Dragons! Our ancestors would be ashamed to see us now. They slayed giant beasts and protected the world, while we devote our days to wading in the mud. I will bring honor and glory back to our family. We are Iberians and we deserve more than a simple farming life. We should embrace our heritage, not shy away from it. Why Mother pretends that it's fake is beyond me. If I can find and kill a dragon, I will prove her wrong. I'll show her that the people will celebrate and adore us. They say in the Mage Wars the Queen killed the dragon and saved Greyfell. Next time that will be me. I will pierce the dragon's heart with my sword and it will fall in a fiery blaze. The people will toast my name as they drink their ale. Songs will be written of my deeds. The Queen will bestow me with the greatest riches in the kingdom. Maybe she will make me her king. I heard of a mercenary company of dragon hunters not far from here. They must be like me. It only makes sense that we Hibernians should stick together and do what's in our blood. Kill dragons. I'm going to join them. We'll roam the land, protecting peasants and damsels from the sea-scaled beasts. I'll prove myself. Just watch.
I'll be swift.
Sure.
This one looks as though he's been mauled. And he's wearing an unusual armor, isn't he?
Huh. Do you see these crystals in his skin? They look an awful lot like the ones we found on the Hibernian island, don't they?
You're right. They do. Strange.
That way?
Of course.
crystal in his skin.
Up ahead.
Huh? Didn't expect to see travelers all the way out here. Tondea.
Tondea. That sounds Hibernian.
It does, because it is. We're Valis Draigin, dragon hunters, as you'd call it. Which is why I urge you to head right back where you came from. There's a Yao Dragin, an elder dragon, just waiting to sink its fangs into you. As it has done with the idiots you've probably seen on the wayside.
Valdragin.
Valdragin. I'm guessing that's Hibernian for dragon?
Actually, it's the other way around. Dragon is common for Draigin. That's where the word came from in the first place.
It took one of your men too, didn't it?
It took one of your men too, didn't it?
A woman. But yeah, it did. Yelena. That fucking beast burnt her skin right off her skull. She'll be the last one we lose, though, I can promise you that.
Who were these corpses on the wayside?
Who were these corpses on the wayside?
Traders on the way to Windholm. We told them the same I'm telling you, but of course, that Ulan wouldn't listen. They did have some good cargo, though. So at least their deaths helped someone.
You're Hibernian dragon hunters.
So you're actually Hibernian dragon hunters.
Well, we're not 800 years old, so we're obviously descendants.
I hate to break it to you, but the only proven direct descendant of Hibernia is Queen Aelith.
Our order has been around for over 100 years now. We've found Hibernian blood all over Nortander. I'm not surprised you don't know us. Most people don't. Even though if it weren't for us, half of Nortander would be eaten by wyverns by now.
Interesting.
So it's true, there's an elder in this oasis.
So it's true. There's an elder in this oasis.
That's what I just said.
I think the dragon is here for me.
I think that dragon is here for me.
Are you sure? I heard it was here for that marvelous cheesecake they made in Everlight.
I'm not joking. There's been a magical outbreak 4 weeks ago, and I was responsible for it. We have reason to believe that this dragon is headed to our camp.
An outbreak, huh? That's what Pavlos said, too. Well, if that's the case, you should probably talk to him yourself.
I assume Pavlos is your leader.
Ayras, yes. He's just down that slope. I still think you're better off leaving, but I can't stop you, can I? Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to make preparations.
Valis Draigin? Whoever these guys are, they aren't Hibernians, Tahar.
What makes you think that?
Hibernians were 8 feet tall and had light green eyes and pitch black, slightly bluish hair. That guy looked more like a child at a masquerade party than anything else, and even his accent sounded put on. Queen Aelith is the last living Hibernian. All the scholars agree on that.
Did you consider blood mixing?
Let's see.
Just give the word. You got it.
I shouldn't probably go too far. But I may, by accident, stumble on a dragon and get killed.
Tondea, I don't know who you are, but it's best if you turn around right now.
Yeah, we know the story. One of your men told us all about it. We're here for that dragon. Same as you.
You are? Huh. Normally, I'd tell you to run as far as you can. But I have to admit, you people have an impressive aura. Tell me, how did you learn of the Drageen?
Our scouts told us about it.
The Iron Falcons told us about it. We've reason to believe it's here for us.
Explain.
Well, you're a mage, right?
Yes.
Then I'm sure you noticed a shift in a magical pattern some weeks ago. One that also ended the bloodburn.
There have been a lot of magical oddities recently. But yes, I think I know what you're talking about. That was also when that purity lunatic started creating his machines. So, what are you implying? That you had something to do with that shift?
So to speak, yes. We assume that the Elder sensed it and now feels drawn to me for whatever reason.
Nonsense.
No. Actually, it isn't, Kivron. This is the first sighting of an Elder since the War of the Six Races. And back then, it was also a magical explosion that woke him. And this woman isn't lying. Her aura is remarkable, in every aspect. Listen, let me make you an offer. What would you say about joining forces? You are powerful, no question about that. But still, you and your little entourage won't be enough to go up against an Elder.
Are you sure killing him is the only way?
Are you sure killing him is the only way?
Well, you can also let him kill you, if that's what you prefer. I don't know where you get your ideas from, but Drageen are beasts, as you might have been able to tell from the charred corpses up the hill.
How can you help us? You're only a handful of warriors.
How can you help us? You're only a handful of warriors.
A handful of Valis Drageen. I know you're powerful. Only a fool wouldn't see that. But fighting Draconoids is what we do for a living. Without our help, that Drageen will smother you.
Did you ever fight an Elder before?
Saras Jodul. As I said, the last time an Elder was sighted was during the War of the Six Races. So no, we haven't. But that doesn't change the fact that we know more about Draconoids than anybody else on Io. But please, if you are so eager to get killed, go ahead. I will not beg.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. We can use all the help we can get.
I'm happy to hear that. However, there's one more thing. No, two, actually. First of all, we want the heart and the eyes. Secondly, I'll need you to do a minor task for us first.
Why the heart?
Why the heart and the eyes?
It's a custom. But don't worry. The scales and the claws will be more than enough to recompense you for your efforts. On that note, if you have the coin, I can also talk to Reeve and see if he'd be willing to turn those scales into an armor for you.
Aren't you a bit too generous?
Aren't you a bit too generous? These scales must be worth thousands, yet you're offering to give them away for free.
We don't hunt for the gold, stranger. Also, the heart and the eyes are quite valuable too, but not nearly as useful to you as an armor. So we'd both profit from that bargain.
An armor?
You're talking about a dragon scale armor.
Yes, but I cannot make any promises yet. Reeve can be complicated when it comes to such matters.
What minor task?
What minor task? We shouldn't be wasting time.
You're absolutely right. We shouldn't. But I need you to do this. There's a small nest of wyverns just across the pond. We're still recovering from the last battle and haven't gotten around to taking them out yet.
So? Do it now.
We were going to. But if we're to fight together, my men will want to see a display of strength first. Ancient Hibernian custom. So, I suggest you come back once you're done. I'll talk to my men now.
Great. Lovely.
Let us see.
That man, he wasn't telling you the whole truth.
An Elder's heart is worth more than 3 Elder scales. Yes, made into an armor, they will be useful, but this Pavlos made sure he and his men are in the long end of the stick.
Wow, I didn't know that. Let's play along for now, though.
So yeah, I
I'll do
was
what's required.
kind of suspecting that the heart and eyes are more, but I don't need them, I guess.
They won't stand a chance.
You read my mind.
I'll make it quick. It will be bloody.
They will burn.
Interesting.
I understand.
Aye aye. Wait, you can talk to the dragon?
Tiara's breath. That thing is massive. Are you sure you still want to do this?
We don't have a choice. The last thing we want is that dragon attacking us while we're trying to reclaim Greyfell. Get ready.
Tahar.
What the?
That is your name, is it not? Tahar.
It isn't attacking us. Why?
I think it's speaking to me. In my head.
You mean...
Telepathy, yes. It is the only way the two of us can communicate. An interesting group you have gathered around you, Shaper Child. Have you come to kill me? The way you cling to your weapons makes it seem so.
Tahar, talk to us. What's happening?
I think she wants to talk.
Maybe. I know why you are here. You are worried that I have come to destroy your city, Mullendeer, as I have done before.
Are you?
Are you?
That was my plan, yes.
Why?
Why? What have we done to you?
It is not about what you have done. It is about what you will do. You are Zarlandep, a shaper as you call them. You were asleep, but now you have awoken. And as all of your kind, you will bring doom to the world.
Tahar, what is it saying?
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean by bring doom to the world?
It is impressive. All the clues are there, right in front of your eyes. Yet you do not see it.
See what? Maybe if you stopped talking in riddles, I would.
I am not talking in riddles. It has merely been a very, very long time since I have talked at all. But since you are not as much of a brute as I would have anticipated, maybe there is no harm in explaining. Before I neutralize you, the Zarlandep, we the Elders, were the ones who killed them. It was neither spite nor hunger that drove us, as the myths would have you believe. It was because of what they had become, what they fancied themselves as.
Which was?
Gods. They had done what nobody should have. They had tamed the essence, and learned to use it for their ends. You have seen the results. Enslaved minds, a world empire, telepathy, and the power to destroy life in a snap of a finger. They would have broken the world in two if we had not intervened. So, we did.
You killed them?
Yes. People misunderstand us, Tahar. We are not beasts like most people. We are watchers, and we do what the Guardians could not. The world is tiring. and life after millennia becomes a burden. We do not rejoice in it, but we have a responsibility.
So you are protectors?
So you are... what? Protectors?
Titles are inconsequential. But yes, you can call us that, if you wish.
Why do you protect? And you wiped out the Shapers to protect Io.
And you wiped out the Shapers to protect Io?
We did. It was the only logical answer to their actions.
How many of you are there?
How many of you are there? Elders?
Just a few.
But why kill me? Because I am a half Shaper?
But I don't get it. Why kill me? Only because I'm half Shaper?
Yes. Since you performed the melding, you bear the same dangerous potential as your mother. And thus, you need to die. There is no malice in our decision. I am glad you came here with only a few of your allies. That means that fewer lives will be lost.
There must be another way.
There must be another way. We both want the same thing.
No. You want power, divinity, as any Zarlanthep wanted from the start. Your blood is corrupted, and so is your mind.
But you don't even know me. I may be half Shaper, yes, but I was raised a human.
Does that make it better? Humans are as cruel, as vile as the Zarlanthep were. Only that they have not yet discovered the power. But once they will, the earth will shatter. Our kind is too tired, too weary for another extermination like the one in the Zarlanthep days. This time, we will not fight. But you, Tahar, you are only one person. One person that can be dealt with swiftly and without wreaking havoc.
I think it's getting ready to attack. Whatever you intend on doing, do it now.
Can I prove myself?
So there's no way I can convince you?
You are insistent. Why, I wonder? Do you fear death? That is my only explanation.
Maybe. But also because you are wrong. I may be half Shaper, but I'm not your enemy.
Then prove it. Destroy the rifts. And prove that you are not like your ancestors.
The rifts?
Yes. Since the creature's servant, who you call the Harbinger of Light, has tapped into the essence, things have changed. A tear in the fabric of the realm appeared, and other creatures seeking to find their way through that hole. As of now, they are still between the planes. But that will change soon.
You want me to kill them?
Kill them and close the rifts. It will be dangerous, and it might cost you your life. But it will show that your words were not as deceitful as those of your ancestors.
Where are these rifts?
You cannot see them, but I will give you the ability to do so. They are centered around the place where the servant unleashed the essence.
Okay. I didn't plan to meet the dragon now, but that's interesting. If the rifts are dangerous, why didn't you close them yet?
But if these rifts are so dangerous, why didn't you close them yet?
I was going to, but a Zarlanthep is a greater threat than those beasts. So I came for you first.
And in return, you will spare us?
And in return, you won't attack us?
That and more. But we will talk about it when the deed has been done.
Okay, fine. I will close the rifts.
Fine. I will do it.
You surprise me. Well, then stand by your word and return to me once you have succeeded. I will wait.
Interesting. So, you talked to it? What did it say? Why did it spare us?
I think it's a her. And it's a long story. I'll tell you on the way back.
So, we're not fighting. So that must have been a fruitful conversation.
No, it's complicated. I'll tell you on the way back to Mullendeer. Now we should...
No! Yales Dragin!
No! Don't!
Oh, fools.
Well, they died. As much as the dragon
Understood.
armor sounded cool. I far prefer not to fight a dragon. If I can help it.
Understood.
Oh, those are those wyverns that I was supposed to kill?
You picked the wrong enemies.
Damn it! I need healing.
I'll do what's required.
Here we go.
We'll make short work of it.
I understand.
I'm injured.
Prepare yourselves.
They killed one of our heroes.
Damn it! I need healing.
Oopsie daisy.
That way.
Sounds like a
All right.
plan.
Help me, somebody!
All right, here goes.
I need help over here.
Blazes! Help me, somebody! Friend. Just stay with me.
I need help over here.
Get ready.
They killed one of our heroes.
Get ready. That way? You got it. Sure.
I still can't believe this is happening.
Blazes.
Hmm?
Hmm?
I guess I should have saved before talking to the dragon. Or after talking to the dragon. Well, they were really not helpful in the fight for the dragon. Also, to get to those wyverns, don't you have to go past the dragon? I already focused too much on the game and forgot everything. should save for. Or maybe I should have simply. I wonder if we could have talked to the dragon anyway. If we did the thingy for those guys. No, I would pick not. Anyway, let's see if I can read. I got too focused on what I was doing and time just went by. Hey. Okay, we'll rate Vivi. It's playing a Kingdom Come Deliverance.
But like the riposte, and it was like, this is delicious, and so I kept.
Okay, thank you for dropping by, and see you tomorrow. Hopefully.
Probably. Well,
but like I said, tomorrow I will be more busy, so maybe I will try a game that is less focus consuming. Anyway, thank you for dropping by and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.